Okay, go ahead. Read your story. Is that? Oh, that's in that book. Okay, great. That's the
Yes,
book you got the bestseller. Go ahead.
it is. So what's interesting, I'll do that at the end. So chapter 22, and 22 is a big deal. Yeah, I'll take a hug.
Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you. That's our youngest.
Good job, one.
Okay, so this is titled My Greatest Gift. Imagine receiving the greatest gift in the entire world. And I mean, really, really imagine it. A special something that you dreamt about your entire life. Now imagine gifting the greatest gift in the entire world. A special something someone else had dreamt about their entire life. Let's go back a little bit. I grew up in Omaha, Nebraska. I was just 22 years old, and I knew all about gratitude, I knew all about grace, and I knew all about blessings and selflessness. What I didn't know was that I was going to be called to embody these with all of my strength and all of my heart. As a kid, see, I always wanted to be a mom when I grew up. And to me, that meant being married with a husband, having a bunch of kids, creating memories, having fun, and doing big things. I always had a massive, massive vision for my future, and I loved growing up in my home. My family was the best. I loved my mom, my dad, my siblings, and my extended relations. Growing up, oh my God, family time was the priority. The memories, oh, the memories.
Yes, it is.
Whether it was our home life, game nights, birthdays, special occasions, vacations, road trips, family gatherings, cousin get-togethers, talent shows, overnights at Graham's, year after year after year. We just created so many memories. This is what life was all about. You see, my parents had set the stage. They loved each other and they loved us. And this is what I wanted in my adult life. More of what I grew up with. That was my plan.
Mhm.
Life, however, had bigger plans in store for me. In my heart, I believe we all have the strength and capacity to handle life's experiences. In February 1998, I found out that I was several months pregnant. Wow, a baby. Life's greatest gift, and yet my heart sank because I hadn't forgotten my dream, and the instant reality of a choice that I had made conflicted with how I wanted to raise my future children. I love them all. For me, though, oh, I skipped. My heart sank. Oh, yeah, conflicted with how I wanted to raise my future children. Families come in all shapes, sizes, colors, genders, and cultures, and I love them all. For me, though, I knew this baby had to have a mom and a dad and the same opportunities I had. Keeping the baby just meant uh, just because I wanted to be a mom wasn't really a good enough reason for me.
Mhm.
Keeping my baby would have been for selfish reasons, and that's when I knew my gift was intended to be someone else's gift. As time went on, I discovered that I was having a boy. He would be on loan to grow until it was his time to go. It's a unique feeling to carry around a gift for 9 whole months. I put some meaningful family names to use, and I named him James Paul so I could bond with him throughout my pregnancy. I absolutely loved being pregnant, and I loved him. Opportunities, blessings, they surround us. It's in acknowledging them and sitting with them that we grow in strength, character, grace, and gratitude. I grew in more ways than one over the remainder of my pregnancy. I would regularly talk to James Paul about his family that I had yet to find and ask the guy upstairs to assist me in my search. There's a saying that says, we receive what we put out. Well, I received exactly what I put out. And the next greatest gift that I had received came a few months later in the number of 3. And they are my living angels. They would end up being my birth son's mom, dad, and big brother. And remember back when I was filling you in on the whole family thing I had planned for myself? Well, guess what? They had all of it. I loved them from the moment I met them. I loved them and they loved me right back. Their son was 9 at the time, and they had been trying to add to their family for 7 years. We were meant to meet. You see, my gift was their gift all along. It's just that their son had to stop by my tummy to get to know me and my family on his way to meet them. I love this family more than they will ever know. I love my birth son more than he will ever know. I love that I had an entire week to bond with him and introduce him to all of my family before going home to his. I love that his big brother got to name him. They kept James as his middle name so he would carry me, his birth mom, with him throughout his life. Our families know each other. He shares his birthday with my husband. He was our ring bearer. They were in our wedding, and we have a relationship to date. He has had and will always have all the love and opportunities he deserves. And I love that we are in each other's lives. I love that I had the privilege of giving the greatest gift in the entire world.
This is so courageous. Very courageous, really. You've been so
Thank
brave.
you. All
So
those
you-
years ago,
Yeah, go ahead.
all those years ago, I sat in grace and gratitude, believing that his family would show up, and they did. I also wondered what the opportunity would look like for me to share my story one day. I decided I would reside in grace and gratitude once again and trust that it too would just show up. And 22 years later, it did. Here I am co-authoring a book with my birth son's mom, and you'll get to read her story next. Over the years, I have had my own opportunity to have all that family stuff I always wanted. My husband and I are raising 4 incredible kids, creating memories, having fun, and loving every minute of it. You know, I always had an amazing imagination, and yet I never could have imagined just how great my greatest gift would ever be. Dallas James, my world became a better place because you came into it. And then I signed it 22-22-22 for you and me, D. So his name is Dallas, we call him D. But the magic of 22, I am chapter 22, but I was 22 years old when I was pregnant. It's taken 22 years for the opportunity to present itself for me that this is when I was sharing my story.
Wow.
And it just so happens that Dallas, at the time this was launched, he turned 22.
Wow.
And my birthday is on the 22nd.
Magic number for you. Wow.
It is. And my birthday's on the 22nd. It's amazing. And I actually, so the word count was 1,000 words, and I actually stopped at 998. And 9, his brother was 9 at the time they adopted Dallas, and Dallas was born in 98. So kind of interesting, but
Yeah.
that's my story.
I love it. So you got married after your first son, right?
Yes.
So how many years after?
Let's see. I met Eric. Dallas was born in 98. I met my husband in 99. Actually, I met my husband a month before Dallas turned 1. And Eric is my husband. He actually came with me to Dallas's first birthday.
Oh,
And then that was in 99, and he proposed to me in August of 2000, and we got married in 2001.
beautiful. I love your story.
Thank you.
And it's
Thank you.
It's really great that you've been so brave to do this. And it's good that you still have lots of connection with each other. He's grown up and you can still have lots of interaction and connection as a birth mom.
Absolutely. It's fun. I would go, when he was younger, I would babysit him. And it's literally amazing. You could not ask for a better experience or situation. He's amazing. His mom and dad and brother are amazing. And I love their entire extended family. They're fantastic and amazing. It was meant to be. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Yeah. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and get notification for new interviews and pre-order my book Naturally Conceived through Amazon. Get pregnant by unleashing your reproduction power.